Hello everyone, my name is Carolina Taylor. Welcome to the 31st episode of Spartan Sunrise. Today we will be having news with Yanko and a guest from the executive board. And enjoy!
Hello, Chef American High School Spartans. My name is Yanko Kostic and I'm your news host for Spartan Sunrise. This is the second episode of Meet the Spartans. Apologies about last week. I told the wrong information to Mr. Burgess. This is the 31st episode, not the last one. In this second episode of Meet the Spartan show, I have a guest, person I did not really personally know before, but I'm happy to meet him, Sean Thomas. Sean, how are you doing today?
Good, you?
I'm good, thanks. So the topic we're going to be covering today, guys, is African Americans, and here is Sean to tell us some interesting things about that race, that culture, those people overall. So Sean, first question, could you define for us who African Americans are?
I mean, I don't really know the formal definition, but I think it varies. But to me, I would say it's people, for example, in America, or people of color who have connections to African history or African ancestors, and just, yeah.
Okay, so then what are they special and unique for? Are there any interesting characteristics about African Americans we might not know?
Well, in America specifically, they're responsible for most of the American culture, either modern or old. So most of the things it's famous for came from African Americans.
Okay, yes, I would agree. Frederick Douglass, Martin Luther King, all those great people, Amanda Gorman, the poet, as well. So we know, unfortunately, in the past, during one part of American history, but it's also still happening today, just on a smaller scale, African Americans are usually mistreated, right? So we actually, as a society, need to fix that. So what are your recommendations? How can we do that?
Well, you can do many things. For example, you could protest, or you could just, you could stop using stereotypes that are normally used for people of color, and just, it doesn't change overnight, but slowly making it is going to make a difference in the future.
Yeah, so progressive education would be your solution, right?
Yeah.
And then, are there any people, any books, online resources that you know about that say more about African American culture, Black history? Something like that?
If you're interested to learn more, you could research people like Malcolm X, Dr. Martin Luther King, Frederick Douglass. But also, if you just want to learn about the modern culture, you could ask people you know, like, for example, like your friends who are Black or people of color, and they could tell you if you're interested to learn more.
Okay, and before we end this interview, the last question for Sean would be, what are the changes, if any, that you would introduce to Spartan Sunrise? Any improvements, any things we should remove, add, something like that?
I mean, I think it's doing pretty good. I like the idea now, we're talking to random students about things. It's keeping it interesting.
Thank you. That was actually our purpose. This is the end of this interview, guys. Thank you for watching. Thank you, Sean, for your time so much.
Hello, my name is Jared, and I'm here to present a couple poems written by Ava Woolley and Regina Hadzi for the month of the military child. First poem is titled Abandonment. Feeling abandoned is such a strange thing. You know they may come back, but yet the feeling remains. The feeling has a tight hold on your chest, making it hard to breathe, causing a sense of panic. Watching them turn around and walk away in uniform with their brothers and sisters, knowing some may never return, is heartbreaking. Eventually the anger takes over, then sadness, then eventually you feel nothing but the need to instigate self-preservation and protect yourself from any emotional pain that may come your way. Religious or not, praying for their safe return can break a person because of the impending, inevitable feeling of tragedy striking. The second one was a collection of high school haikus, The Military Child. My mom said it's time to pack my things and leave home. 4 years passed again. I grew to love change because I never knew when I would have to leave. Friends and lovers go, and I wonder who they are now that I've left town. The excitement of starting over, someone new, a brand new person, beautiful cultures, diverse experiences, I can see them all.
Hello, Shape American High School Spartans. This is a special segment for this episode of Spartan Sunrise. My guest is Jared Writing, and this is the segment requested from Counseling Office because we have some important things to tell you. Jared, how are you doing?
I'm doing well. I'm here on behalf of the exec board. We're planning something very nice.
Interesting. So here I am to ask you the questions, and here you are to present to our Spartans.
Of course.
So, Jared, what's up next week? What are the plans?
Next week is actually Teachers Appreciation Week, and we have quite a few things ready for it.
Interesting. So, are teachers finally going to get their treats?
Yes. For the teachers, on Monday, there is a coffee and waffle bar in the morning from 8:30 to 11:30, courtesy of the executive board. And on Thursday, there is a luncheon for the teachers, courtesy of our lovely PTSO.
Sounds interesting. It sounds like it's going to be very dynamic next week.
Yes.
So, what are students expected to do? What should our Spartans do?
For the students, on Tuesday, well, there will be a special surprise for teachers, and blank thank you notes will be handed out to students so that they can write their teachers a small thank you note. Just a small thank you and sign your name. That's all that's really necessary. Those will be delivered on Wednesday. Friday, it is Dress Like a Shape Teacher Day. You pick a teacher and you dress like them. There will also be lunch games throughout the week, and there will be a small trivia game on the announcements. How well do you know your teacher? The first to respond and the teacher chosen will be given a gnome.
Nice. That sounds very interesting to me. So, Spartans, we truly encourage you to participate and to have fun with the teachers as we're approaching to the end of the school year. Thank you, Jared, for your time.
Yes. Also, a big shout out to the teachers. Please come participate. We would love to have you participate. This is your week to be appreciated, and we would love to spend some time with you playing games.
Yes, we really want to thank our teachers for taking care of us.
Of course.
Thank you, Jared, for your time. Thank you guys for watching. See ya.
I hope you enjoyed. Have a great weekend.